Now, during the Democratic primary, a lot of fellow progressives outlined the problems inherent with our superdelegate system. The number one fact is that it's non-democratic by design. And of course, the fact that superdelegates are normally Democratic Party officials and sometimes industry lobbyists as well as political insiders. Now, upon learning how the superdelegate system works and the fact that they all came out for Hillary Clinton, a lot of progressives were like, hey man, this system sucks. We need to get rid of it. We need to change this system. We need to make it a more democratic system because after all, we're the Democratic Party. It's in the name. Now, and for a while after the convention, there were a lot of progressives that thought, hey, the Democratic Party, they agreed with us and they actually voted to curtail some of the party or some of the power of the superdelegate system for the next election. However, new WikiLeaks emails show that this historic compromise Bernie Sanders had supposedly won from the party establishment was really just them throwing us a bone so that it would be easier for us to fall in line. Great. Now, in this email released on Wednesday by WikiLeaks, this last week, former party official Mark Allen Siegel is offering a proposal to reduce the role of Democratic superdelegates in future elections, something that I actually agree with, but I think we should go further and get rid of the superdelegates. Gone. Get them the fuck out of here. They are non-democratic. Small d democracy. Now, in this email, he writes, I've lived through many national conventions and have found that it's critical to all delegates, especially those representing losing candidates, emerge from the convention feeling that they've won something and achieved something tangible. Okay, look, I get that. That's smart politically, right? Now, Mr. Siegel wrote in a March 20 message to former Clinton Chief of Staff Tamaro Lozado, I think this is terribly important, especially with people like Bernie's sometimes self-righteous ideologues. We want them to go home happy and enthusiastic in working their asses off for Hillary. Okay, well, let's be clear. A lot of the Bernie Sanders supporters that are now planning to vote for Hillary Clinton, at least the ones that I know, are not happy, nor are they all that enthusiastic to vote for Hillary Clinton. It's more of, hey man, we got to stop this madman. That's pretty much what it is. Now, here's the thing that bothers me about this, right? Is that he called us self-righteous. You see, that right there is a good example of the smugness of the establishment. That's why a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters don't like you. That kind of smug, oh, you guys are so self-righteous. Self-righteous when we point out the flaws in a system that is actually actively being used against us and our candidate. No, but we are so self-righteous. And by the way, on Sanders supporters and their beliefs, what's so self-righteous about calling for people to have health care? What's so self-righteous about calling for people to have a higher minimum wage? What about a trade policy that doesn't just help corporations at the expense of American sovereignty, as does the TPP? Look, if you want people to go home happy, you provide them with real change. But that, unfortunately, is not what happened, and the email explains. Quote, here's my idea. Bernie and his people have been bitching about superdelegates and the huge percentage that have come out for Hillary. Why not throw Bernie a bone and reduce the superdelegates in the future to only elected Democrats? So if we, quote, give Bernie this in the convention rules committee, his people will think that they've, quote unquote, won something from the party establishment. But here's the kicker, right? But it functionally doesn't make any difference anyway. You see, they win, we don't lose, everybody's happy. Except that we're not happy. See, Hillary still wins. There's no change this time, so that Hillary Clinton will continue with her coronation and continue to be the Democratic nominee, as she is right now. And we're supposed to go home, work our asses off for Hillary, go home happy. Which, of course, we have not, because we're not idiots. See, even those who personally choose to vote for her just in order to keep Donald Trump out of the White House, we are not happy. We look at the platform like, I don't know. Are they actually going to stand by any of this? Or are they actually going to reduce the role of superdelegates? We don't know. They threw us a bone, but we're not exactly happy with it. Understandably so. Look, what would make us happy? I mean, there's a lot of things that would make us happen, obviously. But some within the realm of reason, I think, can be adopted by Hillary Clinton. Number one, stop taking corporate money. Promise, like, okay, I'm done. Like, this is it. I'm not taking any more corporate money. I got this shit in the bag. I don't need corporate money. I want to serve you. So, I'm going to stop taking this corporate establishment money and this money from the banks, this money from super PACs, all of it gone. That would make us super happy. Another thing, get rid of superdelegates completely. Don't just reduce it to Democratic Party officials. Get rid of it completely. Gone. It's undemocratic. Get rid of it already. It's an antiquated, outdated system that doesn't honestly need to be there. The Republican Party doesn't even have that. And they don't believe in voting at all. Unless it's, of course, their supporters that are doing it. Anybody else, fuck them. But we've actually taken this system that's even more draconian than the Republicans and put it into our primary system. Amazing. And look, here's the thing. This whole putting this into the platform, look, yes, it was a move to try to placate us Bernie Sanders supporters. That actually makes some political sense. However, they could have told us to fuck off and not given us anything. But then they realized that they actually do need us. They need millennials because they were leaving the Democratic Party in droves after Bernie Sanders did not win. And they also need the old school FDR type liberals to get in line to back Hillary Clinton. Now, there's a lot that didn't, and there's some that have. As I explained, the ones that have are not happy with the direction the party's going, but they look at Donald Trump and say, look, we can get more things done under a Hillary Clinton administration than we can under Donald Trump, who's just going to take us 10 steps backwards. So whether or not you agree with that, that's really up to you. Now, by not giving us real reform, I have to note that as a Sanders supporter, you've alienated a lot of us. And though many of us don't want to see a Donald Trump, and that's the only reason she has support, look, okay, if Trump weren't there, I could not see her winning this election, and it's because of things like this, of emails like this, of, hey, let's just throw them a bone that gives them the illusion of change, but no actual real change that harms us. And everybody wins. No change is not where everyone wins. But that's how they think. Like, yeah, if we just give them the illusion of change, they're going to back us, and then we're going to win. No. You're still probably going to win, Hillary Clinton. Good job on that. But you're going to have a lot of liberals. You're going to have a lot of progressives that are going to be on your ass from day one, starting November 9th. And I'm going to be one of them. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.